Very short story with you that comes from the country of Cameroon. Now, there was once a chief who ruled over many, many villages, and he decided he was going to have a great feast. He wanted to celebrate an unusually bountiful harvest and the birth of his twin sons.
Can you hold the mic up a little closer?
Up a little more, thank you. So he sent out his messengers to all of his villagers, and the message was the time and place and date of the feast. And then he asked that every man bring a calabash of palm wine. And so that great day arrived, and people bathed and put on their finest clothes, just like today. And they were ready. And they crowded into the roads and paths, and they were filled with happy people, all on their way to the feast. But there was one man, a stingy man, and he didn't have any palm wine. And his wife said, "Oh, gosh, just buy some from our next door neighbor. He's got plenty." Well, why should I buy some wine to take to a free feast? No, I'll think of something. And he thought for a little while, and then he said, "You know, wife, with all of those people all bringing a calabash of palm wine to pour into that great earthen pot, one calabash of water isn't going to make any difference at all." And so he filled his calabash with water from the spring, and he joined the happy crowd. And as each man arrived with his family, they bowed to the chief, and they poured their calabash into the great earthen pot. And the stingy man did too. And then he waited. He was so impatient because he loved palm wine. And finally, the chief announced that it was time. And he raised his cup. He had already made sure that all of his servants had filled the cups of all of his guests. And so he said, "Now drink." And they took their first sip. And they took another sip. And it wasn't palm wine at all. It was water. Every single man there had filled his calabash with water because each one thought, "Oh, well, one calabash of water." And so the Bahum people of Cameroon have a saying: if all that is brought to the feast is water, water is all you have to drink. And we know how generous this group is, so although there's nothing on the tables now, soon they'll be filled to overflowing. Thank you.